The National Electrical Code, specifically Article 644.51, requires emergency stop switches for power tools in a woodworking shop. These emergency stop switches must be clearly labeled and easily accessible. They can be located on the machine itself or at a remote location, such as on a wall or pillar. The emergency stop switches must have a red color background with a yellow operating handle. They must be of the maintaining contact type to prevent accidental restarting after the switch is released. The wired connection to the emergency stop switch must be a different color from that of the other branch circuit conductors. There are exceptions to this requirement. The emergency stop switch requirement does not apply firstly to portable handheld power tools with a cord length of less than 3 feet, and secondly to bench-mounted power tools that are not exposed to normal traffic. Emergency stop switches provide a quick and easy way to shut down power tools in the event of an emergency, such as an accident or fire. They help to protect workers from electrical shock, burns, and other hazards. It is crucial to understand the specific requirements outlined in Article 644.51 of the National Electrical Code to ensure compliance and promote a safe working environment. The requirement for emergency stop switches aims to mitigate risks associated with the operation of power tools in woodworking shops. By providing a readily accessible means to hold the equipment in emergency situations, the potential for injuries and accidents is significantly reduced. The option to locate these switches either on the machine or remotely offers flexibility in design and allows for optimal placement based on the specific layout of the workshop and the workflow of the operators. Ensuring that the switches are clearly labeled is essential for quick identification during emergencies, and the designated red and yellow color scheme further enhances visibility and immediate recognition. The maintaining contact type feature is a critical safety measure, preventing the accidental restart of the power tool after the switch has been activated, thereby averting potential harm to personnel or damage to equipment. The distinct color coding of the wired connection to the emergency stop switch helps to differentiate it from other branch circuit conductors, facilitating maintenance and troubleshooting procedures. The exceptions to the emergency stop switch requirement acknowledge situations where the risk of hazards is inherently lower. For instance, portable handheld power tools with short cords present to reduced entanglement or obstruction risk, while bench-mounted tools not exposed to normal traffic are less likely to be accidentally activated or interfered with. It is important to note that while these exceptions exist, it is still advisable to implement appropriate safety measures and practices for all power tools, regardless of their specific classification. The underlying rationale for mandating emergency stop switches in woodworking shops is rooted in the fundamental principle of prioritizing safety and minimizing the potential for harm. Woodworking environments often involve the use of high-speed machinery with sharp cutting edges, posing inherent risks to operators. The presence of emergency stop switches serves as a critical safeguard, allowing for immediate intervention in the event of malfunctions, accidents, or other unforeseen circumstances. By adhering to the requirements outlined in the National Electrical Code, woodworking shops can significantly enhance their safety protocols and create a more secure environment for their workers. Regular inspections and maintenance of emergency stop switches are also essential to ensure their proper functionality and reliability. These inspections should include verifying the integrity of the switch mechanism, the visibility of the labeling, and the responsiveness of the electrical circuit. In addition to the specific requirements outlined in the National Electrical Code, woodworking shops should also consider implementing supplementary safety measures, such as providing comprehensive training to operators on the proper use of power tools, establishing clear procedures for handling emergencies, and conducting regular safety audits to identify potential hazards. By taking a proactive and comprehensive approach to safety, woodworking shops can minimize the risk of accidents and injuries and create a culture of safety that permeates all aspects of their operations. Furthermore, it is important to stay informed about any updates or revisions to the National Electrical Code and other relevant safety standards to ensure ongoing compliance and continuous improvement in safety practices. The National Electrical Code is periodically updated to reflect advancements in technology and evolving safety considerations. By remaining vigilant and adaptable, woodworking shops can ensure that they are always employing the most effective and up-to-date safety measures.